What if the most hated zodiac signs aren't who you think they are? The most hated zodiac signs often get a bad reputation. They're complex and mysterious beings. Understanding these most hated signs might just change your perspective about the signs that annoy you the most. The most hated signs of the zodiac don't belong to just one element. They're an eclectic collection of signs, each despised for different reasons. People tend to resent those who appear on the most hated zodiac sign lists. Their reputations precede them in all the wrong ways. While their bad reputations are sometimes warranted, these signs are often judged unfairly. People either fear them or find their habits annoying. They're frequently misunderstood, yet rarely go out of their way to challenge these perceptions. As you might expect, the most hated zodiac sign is Scorpio. People born under this sign are mysterious and enigmatic. They don't trust others easily, yet demand complete honesty from everyone else. They can be jealous and possessive while also being one of the most manipulative signs. You might fall in love instantly with a Scorpio only to realize you've been deceived. Once you've been disillusioned by someone born under this sign, you might swear off relationships with Scorpios forever. Yet this is easier said than done. Scorpio people are simply mesmerizing. You might become addicted to this sign no matter how many times a Scorpio breaks your heart. They're hard to get over. People often fault Scorpio for their powerful presence. They have edgy personalities and can be dark and dangerous in love. Yet they can't help it if their personality is hard to leave behind. Scorpios captivate you and leave you wanting more. People often hate Scorpios because they're expert gaslighters. Not every Scorpio resorts to these hurtful behaviors, but every Scorpio has the talent for intuition and perception that makes getting under your skin easy. Scorpio is among the most hated zodiac signs ever. People born under this sign can be moody and manipulative. They often seem selfish and obsessive. Although they can be the most loving female zodiac sign, Scorpios are also complicated. They're deep and emotionally vulnerable, which they try hard to hide. Scorpios can be defensive and send mixed signals. Unlike the intense and moody Scorpio, Gemini people are light-hearted and adaptable. Yet this sign also ranks high on the list of the most hated. Gemini is ruled by Mercury, the messenger planet, and is a mutable sign. Gemini people love conversation and learning new things. They make great friends and say exactly what you need to hear. But eventually, their best traits can lead others to hate them. They're friendly and adaptive, yet when you need them to commit, they vanish. They're indecisive and spend hours asking your advice about what they should do, only to ignore it anyway. Gemini can be charismatic, but their people-pleasing style means they'll say anything to get what they want. Many Gemini people are great friends whose habits are mere annoyances that can be overlooked. But the proportion of Geminis whose worst traits are amplified by a manipulative streak ruins this sign's reputation. Some Gemini people spend their lives conning others. They figure out what others want and pretend to oblige. But their loyalty and honesty are superficial. Geminis of this nature lead you to believe they're your biggest champion, but disappear when you need them most. They're classical grifters and con artists. Gemini people who aren't anchored by consistent ethics lie and cheat without remorse. They talk themselves into believing their own lies and can be charming yet manipulative. At first, Gemini may seem like the most loved zodiac sign. They're friendly and popular. Yet they're also likely to turn people off because they can be fickle and indecisive. Gemini people cover both sides of the spectrum on a list of the most to least hated zodiac signs. They can be your best friend or worst enemy. Their versatility makes it easy for them to be either accommodating or underhanded. People born under the sign of Capricorn are unfairly hated. They have a bad reputation because they hide at the office while everyone else is out socializing. People mistrust Capricorns and assume the worst about them. In school, Capricorn is the teacher's pet. As adults, this sign openly shows their ambition by cozying up to the boss, triggering resentment from their colleagues. Capricorns can't help being serious. They're old souls who are mature beyond their years. Their tendency to take everything seriously makes others roll their eyes when a Capricorn is around. Capricorn brings a sense of gloom and cynicism to your discussions. You might see them as raining on your parade or being the buzzkill at a party. It's hard to unwind and relax when Capricorns are present. Even if they don't say anything, Capricorns give the impression they think they're better than you. You might feel judged just by their facial expression and tone of voice. Yet, if you take the time to get to know a Capricorn, you'll learn they're reliable, loyal, and stable. Their annoying traits stem from their desire for security and their traditional nature. Capricorns will never be the life of the party, but they're not as manipulative and underhanded as others assume. They're honest and loyal. They can be generous, although typically frugal. Their sensible nature makes them seem like they're all work and no play. Capricorns don't quite understand the purpose of recreation and tend to be somber and practical. Yet people often despise and resent this sign more than they deserve. While Capricorns are stubborn and materialistic, and they can be workaholics, they're often more caring than they appear. When you understand why Capricorn is one of the most hated zodiac signs, you might feel guilty for judging them. They're often hated simply because they're too serious and traditional. They seldom exhibit genuinely harmful behaviors. Instead, Capricorns tend to hide at work rather than deal with their feelings. If you're enjoying this video so far, don't forget to hit the like button. It really helps out. And if you love astrology, make sure to subscribe and tap the bell so you never miss a new upload. Alright, let's get back to it. Virgo is one of the most misunderstood of the hated signs. People born under this sign are pure of heart, yet they can be critical and come across as judgmental. They're often perfectionists. Virgo is hated because they act like know-it-alls. They can be helpful guides who strive to assist you. Their intentions are good, but Virgo's critical nature and analytical focus can make them annoying. People often hate Virgos because of their perfectionism. You can't compete with Virgo's intellect and practical gifts. People born under this sign seem to never make mistakes. They're human, yet they hide their vulnerability and only reveal a polished exterior. They seem to live perfect lives. Their homes and lawns are always well maintained. Their cars are never messy. When it's Virgo's turn to host a gathering for your book club, they make healthy, organic, allergy-proof snacks that are delicious and aesthetically pleasing. They decorate and color coordinate every detail. Virgo doesn't mean to put others to shame with their abundant effort to be parent or employee of the year. It's simply in their nature to pay attention to small details. Virgo may be shocked that they make the most hated zodiac signs list. People born under this sign pride themselves on being helpful. They seldom realize how they're perceived by others. Sagittarius is a passionate fire sign ruled by the grandiose planet Jupiter. Whether you love or hate Sagittarius, they don't care. They're true to their mission and remain focused on their ambitious nature. Sagittarius is one of the most hateable signs because they refuse to compromise with others. They're honest and direct, although they're good-natured, and their intentions are benevolent. Sagittarius people are often unfairly hated. They never try to hurt others but don't compromise, which can be difficult for others to accept. They can be direct, and their honesty can make others uncomfortable. You won't make a Sagittarius obsessed with you, as this sign calls the shots in relationships. They're fiercely independent and true to themselves above all else. You might think they're selfish, but this isn't accurate. Sagittarius people can be instinctual. They don't cave to coercion and hate manipulation. They're often hated because they don't tolerate being controlled. They're pleasure seekers who can be fun to be around. Though funny and entertaining, Sagittarius people don't usually settle down when you expect them to get serious about a relationship. People hate Sagittarius because this sign begins strongly in romance and disappears when you want commitment. They can be frustrating in love and leave you wondering about their motives. They're lucky and usually generous with money and resources, yet their fortunate nature can make others jealous and resentful. Sagittarius can show up late every day and slack at the office, but they still get promoted. Their gift for socializing and making lucky connections helps them thrive. Yet others may resent Sagittarius's knack for success when they didn't seem to earn their accolades. Sagittarius can take opportunities for granted because of their lucky nature. Of the most hated zodiac signs for females, Sagittarius ranks high on the list. People born under this sign are independent and flaunt traditional conventions. People born under the sign of Taurus are loved because they're nurturing and beautiful. Yet, they're also among the most hated because of some of their frustrating traits. Taurus is infamously stubborn. They're patient but can outlast anyone in an argument. They're unmovable as earth signs who insist on having their way. You can expect Taurus to dig in their heels rather than compromise in relationships. They must have everything their way without concern for what others want. People born under the sign of Taurus can be romantic and affectionate. Yet, you must wait months to find out if they'll settle down with you. They're aloof and distant in love, even after they chase you. Taurus can be honest to a fault and are direct and authentic, yet they often smother emotions and hide vulnerability. People born under this sign are materialistic. People often hate Taurus because they use money to get their way. They show emotion by spending or withholding monetary support. Although they're sensible, Taurus has a hedonistic side. They can be lazy at times and are more sensitive than they reveal. You might hurt a Taurus's feelings and they won't show it. Among the most hated zodiac signs for males, Taurus ranks high because they give mixed signals. They're affectionate and flirty, but shut down when you expect them to open up. Taurus is reluctant to show you how they feel when in love. People often become frustrated and give up on Taurus because they loathe this sign's slow pace. Thanks for watching. If you enjoyed this exploration into astrology, be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for more fascinating cosmic content. Want to learn more about your own unique astrological makeup? Get your complete birth chart for free by clicking the link in the description below. Your birth chart reveals so much more than just your sun sign. Check out our recommended videos to discover more about zodiac compatibility, planetary influences, and other astrology insights. See you in the next video.